Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started. Welcome back to the Be It Till You See It interview recap, where my co-host in life, Brad, and I are going to dig into the transformative convo I had with Mallory Gott in our last episode.
Yeah, we are.
If you haven't yet listened to that interview, feel free to pause this now, go back and listen to that one, and then come back and join us. I mean, you know, if you did listen to Mallory, you get to do things based on how you feel. So whatever you're feeling, say, you get to create that journey. So
that's true.
I freaking love her. I'm so glad that we get to know her and have mutual friends, and we even got to spend the holidays with her briefly. And I got to see a clip of Die Hard, which made me go, maybe I should watch Die Hard. So anyways, y'all, I had a birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Mm-hmm. And usually I do a big choose your own adventure birthday party, but since the pandemic, I pretty much stopped doing that. In fact, this year I told Brad, I want to have a birthday. I want to get overdressed. You have to plan it. So anyways, he did. And since we record this early, I did have a birthday. I have not experienced it yet. So full disclosure, I don't know what he did.
Brad planned it in the future past tense that this is being recorded. Brad swears Brad planned it.
Yeah, this is like just subliminal, like just Brad's planning it. Brad's planning. Brad planned it.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Talk about be it till you see it. I'm just making birthday happen without me planning it. Also super fun. The scheduling tool that we partnered with, Pocket Suite, is officially out. So the Profitable Pilates edition is out.
So fired up. Yes, this is amazing.
This is amazing.
If you are a business owner of any kind that has to deal with clients and you have to send invoices or schedule, dog walks, it doesn't matter. You can use this tool to do it. Obviously, we've geared it towards Pilates people because that's who that's mostly our history here. But it's really a flexible tool, and it is amazing. All
of my coaching advice on there can be geared towards any service-based business. So enjoy, super fun. And my favorite webinar to teach is on scheduling, like how to schedule your life and have, it's not air quotes balance is a hard word for me because there are different seasons to your business if we're honest, but a lot of people like to know how I get things done. So I created a workshop, free webinar on how to schedule your life with all your priorities in it. And it also talks about this amazing scheduling tool. And that webinar is free and you can watch the replay. Yeah,
the replay will be available for you. You can just go to profitablepilates.com / let's make one up here. profitablepilates.com /
gemstones.
Yeah. Gemstones it is.
Yeah.
So that's weird. If you don't know what that's referring to, you're gonna have to watch the replay.
Clearly haven't watched the webinar. So I'm all about gemstones.
That link will be in the show notes. But
it is a free webinar that I will teach you these things, and people love it. It's like a dream schedule webinar, and then at the end we go over the free tool so you can get both.
Yeah, so if you've ever heard me jokingly refer to a Swiss cheese schedule, that this webinar will help you resolve clients that are booking at 9 in the morning or 9 at night, or the only time I could take them is 6 p.m. on a Sunday when it's my day off. So this is for
my vegans listening, a Swiss cheese schedule is a block with holes in it. Like, so a block of time, and
imagine
there's these holes
your calendar
in it.
is the Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's really annoying because like I had a Swiss cheese kind of morning this morning, and I was like not enough time to start anything, and it wasn't enough time to do anything, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I'm like, what am I doing? I'm gonna go look at the cactus.
Why is there cheese?
Anyways, so profitablepilates.com/gemstones. You heard that here. Okay, so last freaking thing I'm excited about.
Coming up.
You're hearing about it a lot because I'm gonna shout it from the rooftops until this happens. And here's why. Too many people either are afraid to start Pilates because it's weird and they think it's weird, and they're new. They don't want to do it wrong. Or you've been doing Pilates, but you just don't get it. And I'm on a mission. More bodies doing Pilates. So the Full Body in 15 is a week-long program where I'm going to teach you how to do a full body Pilates workout in 15 minutes. You can pair it with any of your other workouts you already do and enjoy. You'll go to onlinepilatesclasses.com/fullbody in 15.
Yeah, and that is kicking off on the 20th of Feb.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Join us. There's going to be some live, some replays, all the things. But coming up.
Okay. What is the audience question, love?
Okay. Great question. Obviously something that we love and we're very passionate about. The question was, when are we going back on tour?
I know.
That is a good question.
It's a great question. So that's such
to
a
which
great...
we know we have at least one answer,
Do
which
you
would
remember
be
on sitcoms when they put the to be continued at the bottom? Dot, dot, dot. Here's what I do know. We are
to be continued.
We are going to be heading out on an awesome little adventure in the summertime to go when I'm teaching at Momentum Fest.
Yeah.
So we will be hitting up at least Colorado. And we have not decided if we're adding on to that because June is actually a very busy month.
It's kind of, we got a bunch of things going on.
3 trips in 4. I don't even understand. So I don't know if we'll be able to add anything to that. So just definitely come to Momentum Fest. We will for sure do in the winter. As far as the cities that we're going to do, you know what? Shoot your city out. I know for sure we're going to go to Rhode Island because we promised them that last year. So
I'm trying to get us back to Fort Wayne, Indiana during the summer.
What?
So
that
we can do a Sweetwater appearance.
He's trying really hard.
That would put us coincidentally near Chicago, potentially.
Well, I'd rather do Chicago in the summer than in the winter. No offense, my Chicagoans. That's a word. It's so freaking cold. There's too many cold.
A word.
It's just too many cold cities on the winter tour. I really like the southern part of our tour because it's hot, hot, hot. So, but anyways, for sure, winter. We do want. Here's in the dream world, we would do a West Coast tour, and then some sort of summer tour somewhere, and to get the upper Midwest. We've been promising them.
Maybe even up into Canada.
Yeah, and to Canada, and then the winter tour. However, I'm really holding out for retreat, and so I have a hard time planning a tour until I can get my retreats back up. So just stay tuned, and we can make the winter tour as long as we need. So just throw us your city out there.
In fact, fingers crossed that I can get back to Cambodia here in March into April to prep the retreat space, because if all does go well, we hope to have a retreat in the fall into potentially into the winter of this year.
Yeah. So
if you've ever thought about Cambodia, you can go to onlinepilatesclasses.com/retreats. Almost positive that's the link.
You can just go to onlinepilatesclasses.com.
We'll put the link to get on the wait list for retreats in the show notes.
All the things that are Pilates. You can't see anything that's business. You got to go to pilates.com for that. But anyways, I love this question. Thank you for asking it. There's only so many days in the year, and we are really trying to make sure that we hold space for a potential retreat before we put anything on the books, because I really am, after 2 years of all this, I want to cancel anything anymore. So
yeah,
I'm over the emails for that, and so far 2022 has been cancel free, and I'm trying to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Mal.
Yeah. Okay. So exciting. Let's talk about Mallory Gott. Mallory Gott, or Mal, is the founder and creative director of G&A. Guiding clients through experimental design. She helps give people the opportunity to change the experiences they are having by redesigning based on feeling, which I find really interesting. She is against cutting veggies. She's a lover of Mad Libs and is a fellow Vesta Coffee Roaster lover because she's here in Vegas.
Yeah, I know. We got to talk about that. If you didn't listen to the last episode, the end is really fun.
She gave Jared a shout out.
I know. Jared, our neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're actually drinking your coffee right now.
It's true.
Okay. So, in fact, I ordered Postmates yesterday just so I could have the coffee beans delivered. And it was glorious. And I was like, gosh, this is the life. Okay. So one of the things I love that she talked about was giving yourself permission to design an experience you enjoy. And I think, first of all, she literally embodies being it till you see it. This is how she trains every one of her clients. Like everything they do, they're being the thing that they want to see at the end of whatever the project is. And so that's actually what caught my eye towards her and wanting her to be on this podcast. But we always talk about, like other people have said, give yourself permission, give yourself permission. Thor talked about, got to give yourself permission slip. But this is like, I think we get caught up on like if something is hard work, that it's going to be hard to do. And we can put feelings towards something, and then the experience and way you think about it, it changes you and how you want to show up there. So she's like, give yourself an experience to design anything you enjoy. So what would make the thing you're doing more enjoyable? And how can you do that? For me in the morning, like I like to put all of our, what do you call those? You're
really good at this, by the way. Like I know you like intentionally sculpt your morning in a way that allows you to be set up for the day. And
Tell me more about myself.
Yeah. I admire that because that's the opposite of how I do my day.
I know. I walked in the house and I was like, oh, he hasn't even poured coffee yet. Oh, the dog hasn't had breakfast. But did he just get up? What's going on here?
No, I've been up for a while. Yeah. My morning changed completely.
Yeah. So I do wake up early in the morning because I am very intentional about and that is a permission that I gave myself. I gave myself more permission to have space and have a morning that doesn't have stress, or I don't like to be rushed in the morning. It really makes me anxious. That feels like the day is going to be anxious. So I give myself permission to have lots of space, which does require some planning. But one of the other things I really have been doing is like, I used to think it was like some sort of like luxury, or I don't know what I was thinking, but after we stayed at Allison's house and she would like do her little oil infuser, right? And it would turn off and she'd put the oil infuser. I'm like, oh, this smells so good. And so I literally gave myself permission to every morning put all the oil infusers on in the house. And now we've got 3 that are just going. And then I have another one on the other side. And I love it because the whole house smells fresh and it smells like the way I like it. Brad doesn't always like it, but I like it.
It's actually really pleasant for me, and it's definitely it's a positive experience. I also am amazed that you find the time to set those up every day.
Okay, so
we make the time to make the coffee because we go, I need the coffee.
You want to hear how this is working out for me? Okay, this is all routines and habits you have to get really good at, but you obviously celebrate. You can take my habits webinar on that. However, here's the deal. I have a routine. We come in from the dog walk, run, whatever it is. And while the hot water is heating for the coffee, I feed the boys. Sometimes just one. The other one's bowl just sits there. Then after I do that, they're not staring at me anymore. Then I have the water pitcher that I take to the 3 diffusers with the oils. They're already they're already set up. They're already there. Okay. And then the hot water is done and I make the coffee, and then I do my next thing, which is usually either Pilates or my Peloton or something else that is like breath work, something that's for me still, because the coffee takes 10 to 15 minutes to do its thing. So it's not ready yet. So I just do something else for myself. And then that's how I find the time. You can't watch water boil. They literally say that. Anyways.
It's like paint drying.
Yeah.
Or it's like cactus is growing.
But I also just like, once I saw someone do it, and sometimes it takes you seeing other people do it. So do search for evidence for the permission you wish to give yourself. But once I saw someone doing it, it looked like it took her 13 seconds. And I was like, oh, I really want to have an enjoyable morning. Like the morning to me sets up the whole work day. And that way, when I walk out of the office and into the kitchen, the house smells like it's been lived in and cared for. And I want the house to smell like that because I want the experience I have each day to be like, I'm not doing this just to like slave at my desk all day. I'm doing this because I get to live in this enjoyable place. So anyways, permission granted.
Well, this rolls right into the thing that I really loved, which was shifting your paradigm, like how you see the things that you have to do. Because giving yourself permission, first off, what you did was almost a be it action item. What you're talking about here with the changing your environment. You're literally putting on a thing that is. It's like putting the crystal with $100 bill in your drawer, where you open it and you go, oh yeah, right. I'm going to focus on that today. Changing the olfactory, scent of our kitchen when I walk in the morning. I'm like, oh, I like being in here, right? And that is a very simple action item thing to do. But the permission part of it is, I think it's funny because we get so sucked into the hard thing that we forget to be objective about it and go, hey, I know this is hard, but does it have to feel hard? Right. Maybe it doesn't have to feel this hard. And so that's you can give yourself the permission to look at it in a different way. But that's tied into the shifting of the paradigm, right? Mm-hmm. My mom used to say, have to do before want to do, have to do before want to do, right? I mean, it was like, I don't know, she must have said it to me 100 times, 1,000 times growing up. I heard that forever, for my entire elementary school, middle school, probably even in the high school. In high school, she kind of shifted to, you're putting too much in one day. You're putting too much in one day.
Brad put too much in one day? Never.
No. But, then it was like, oh, I gotta do my chores around the house before I can go out to play. And I would be angry about it, right? And I think that there's this shifting of the paradigm, and what Mallory was talking about, which I thought was really cool, is what if instead of it being like, damn it, I have to vacuum the stairs before I can go run around, got shifted to, I get to go run around after I vacuum the stairs.
Right.
And that, I think, is really shifting the paradigm. It's just, again, like looking at it from the other side of the coin, as it were, where you get to you still have to do the thing. Yeah. But now, instead of it being this really frustrating, angry experience, it's, you're dwelling on the thing that you actually want to be doing anyway. And this, you just got to do this so that you can go do that.
Yeah. I think, I love that you grew up with that. I think there's also if you only hear people in your life complaining, it does feel a little hard to be the positive Polly in the room.
Positive Polly.
One of our guests, he's coming up next week, he said, you two must annoy the hell out of people. You're so positive. And I was like, do you think we do? And I do. I think people because when bad things happen, people want to rolling around with us, and we're like, it's fine because this is what it's going to do. Everything happens for us. It's fine. Also, because it's not like we didn't feel the crap. We just felt it and we moved on. We're like, how do we do this? And so I do think it's that if you can make your shifting the paradigm your superpower, you can change your course quickly, and the life you want to have is going to happen so much faster. So
yeah, well, it sounds like Mallory is the queen of shifting your paradigm. So good, super cool.
Yeah, she's so chill. Okay, be it action items. Let's break it down because she had these 3 that work together.
Yeah. So what bold, executable, intrinsic, or targeted action items that can you do? Can we take away? Sorry, from your convo with Mallory Gott. Well, right out of the gate, she said, decide how you want to feel.
Yeah.
Right. And that, I think, is not the way that most people focus on the thing they have to do. Right. She says, choose how you want to feel around the thing that you want to do. Maybe you have to do, but you still control how you feel. And she said to pick 3 adjectives about your day, that you want to experience, and then how can you apply those adjectives to the things that you have to do.
Yeah, I think that is really, really fun. I'm just Googling adjectives right now because if you're like me and you're a good memorizer to take the test, and then you're like,
the descriptors.
The space, yes. So a word or phrase naming an attribute added to or grammatically related to a noun to modify or describe it. So you're the noun, and whatever you want to attribute to how you are in the moment of the thing. So that makes me excited. You can actually Google like adjectives, and like there's like a bunch of sites that have like 150 adjectives, you know, like you can pick them. So if you are like,
I also think that it doesn't necessarily need to be like exclusively an adjective. You could pick joy. I don't think joy is an adjective.
I know, but you could also go, I want to, like,
I guess joyful would be an adjective.
Yeah. So there's I found a site that's got 150 of the most common. I'm going to be honest. This has a lot of like depressing ones, like, So I go through and highlight all the most positive, or like look up positive adjectives. I should have done that. And then pick 3 and then do the thing that she just said, which is, it makes me think of like Hillary Hartlene's like to-do list. Like
I was just thinking about that.
So like you're going to take Mallory Gott's little situation here, the little system, 3 adjectives, take it to your to-do list, inverted the Mad Libs, rock on. Then you can get to go, ta-da! So I like this. I'm gonna have a zippy afternoon with my meetings.
A zippy. Okay. I'm gonna have a. I'm
gonna proudly do my calls.
Yeah. What are your 3 adjectives for today?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, well, I think proud is awesome. That feels like tall, energetic, and fancy.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So what
Yours?
do you have to do later today that you're going to make fancy?
I got to work on those kind of like flashcards. So I'm going to proudly with, what was my other one? Proudly. Oh my God. Short-term memory just blanked on me. Fancy and, here's what I'm just gonna make noise.
Pick another one.
Okay, when I do I'm gonna do the flashcards.
You guys can hit rewind and then tell us what she said.
What did I say? I'm going to zealously.
Zealously. You definitely didn't pick that one, but
no. I'm going to. I'm just going to proudly work on those cards because I am so fucking proud of them, and I really do. Can't wait for you to have them. So I'm going to proudly work on those cards, and then I'm going to sit there in a fancy outfit while I'm doing it.
Yeah, and I think for me, I'm going to let's see, exuberantly.
Oh well, now it's a spelling test.
I'm going to exuberantly. Host a webinar, although there's nothing negative about hosting the webinar because it's going to be with our friend Alex Street, and it's going to be so cool.
I know. He's
Agency
a
members
past
are going to love it.
You can listen to him. He's just so cool.
And then productively get done a bunch of boring contract work that I have to do that I'm not excited about. So I'm going to shift that.
Those adjectives.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to swap that out to, that's the productive and exuberant. And the last one is going to be, I do like joyful. And
you could joyfully work on these contracts. You can whistle while you work.
With exuberance.
Yeah.
Yes. And productiveness.
And then you're going to the gym with, you're going to gleamly go to the gym.
Gleamly.
I don't know. I'm just looking at another.
All right. Somebody take away the synonyms or the adjectives.
Yeah. So fun. Okay. Well, anyways, if you do this system, please let us know. Screenshot this episode. Tag Mallory Gott. Tag Be It Till You See It Pod.
Oh, wait. Sorry. She has a course.
Oh, guys. Okay.
Yeah. So, what's your big takeaway, Lesley?
I got really distracted with the adjectives, and clearly we should be teaching you what she teaches. So, because we're still working out the adjectives in our own lives. So, take her course. She's got 4 parts to her course. We covered 2 in the interview. So,
the first pillar was if you're designing an event or an experience for people, you want to consider how you want them to feel. Right, during the experience, which is something that you and I do all the time with the retreats. Yeah. Like we've got people coming here in March to Las Vegas for a fitness business retreat. We're really focused on like, what are they going to experience? What are they going to feel? Love that.
We filter everything through how we want them to
That's
feel.
the first part of it. The second part of it is going to be, and this is something that I don't think, I never think about this.
Clearly, we need to take this part.
How do I want to feel while designing their retreat experience?
Yeah, we got to take this course.
And that was like, I never considered me. I was just making it work, making it happen, right? Yeah. So that's pretty amazing. And then during the interview, I don't actually recall the third and fourth part of her program. So I would absolutely recommend checking out her course.
2 more reasons why you should check out her course. So we'll have that link below.
Yeah, in the show notes.
She's amazing. We have to have her back. I don't know. I got to have her do a presentation. This is so freaking great. I'm Lesley Logan.
And I'm Brad Crowell.
Thank you for joining us today. We're so grateful for you. Seriously, so grateful. Otherwise, we'd just be doing this for the ethers. And so thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for sharing. Screenshot this, tag Mallory, tag Beit with how you're using her Beit action items, and send us that way we get a DM and we can like shout you out. We can celebrate you. It's super, super fun. And we'll catch you on the next episode.
Until next time.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day. Be It Till You See It is a production of As the Crows Fly Media.
It's written, produced, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell. Our associate producer is Amanda Fraterelli.
Kevin Perez at Disenyo handles all of our audio editing.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to our designer Jairo Mandal for creating all of our visuals, which you can't see because this is a podcast, and our digital producer Jay Perdoso for editing all the video each week so you can.
And to Angelina Herrico for transcribing each of our episodes so you can find them on our website. And finally, to Meredith Crowell for keeping us all on point and on time.